It is going to be a hot one today, about 81, which we haven't actually seen in I don't know, about a week or so. But we have great news. We did pick up about 85 boards, I think. These are the 1x6 by 10 footers that we're going to be using to finish the sheeting on the garage. These are all 1x6s, which is nice. That's consistent. The first set of boards were boards that came off our property. A neighbor of ours milled, and these range in different sizes. So hopefully with the 1x6s, it should go up pretty quick, at least quicker than it did on this side. And yeah, so we're gonna get to work. So it's taken all morning and a good portion of the afternoon, but I finally got through the 80 boards that I need for the siding of the garage. Well, so it's the next day. We're heading out to work on our garage. I had every intention yesterday of doing more work than I did, but honestly, I got tired. Got lazy, got unmotivated. You know, I cut all of the, I prepared all of the boards to go up, and I had planned on spending some time putting boards up, but after I got done, I didn't want to do a damn thing. I was tired, but we are back at it today, and today it's all about getting the walls up. And you know, that is something that for me, you know, if I'm motivated like I am right now, I like to get a lot of work done. But as the day goes on and I start getting tired, some days I just don't want to do a damn thing, and I'll go on the back porch and kick my feet up and just sit and relax a little bit. Yeah. But now, let's get these walls up, shall we? Well, we've made some progress. All of this. We've got just this section here left to go. Right now I'm going to get up on here and nail in these top boards. What I found, there goes the dogs. They're heading over to the front gate, which is exactly what we want them to do. So we've got a local here who hunts up on the hill. And when we have someone come up to our gate, the dogs know that and they go and greet them. And yeah, so, which actually, I'm kind of glad this happened, because I've been meaning to talk about this, and I'll probably do a quick short on this as well. But it is very important when you're living off the beaten path to have a good set of dogs. A lot of people have livestock guardian dogs for their livestock. But if you're like Jen and I, and you're just getting started, or just, you know, you don't have a lot of livestock. I mean, we've got some chickens and all, but you may not need an actual livestock guardian dog. But you definitely are going to want to have a good dog for the homestead. Now, we have we have one purebred cattle dog, Australian cattle dog. That would be Whitco. And then Tasanka, the older one, and Matcha, the young one. Those are mixes, but they do have Australian cattle dog in them. And from our experience, the cattle dog is a perfect homestead dog. They are loyal. They are committed. They are extremely rugged. They are just an all-around awesome dog for the homestead. They protect this place like no other. Now, the downside of that is they don't know the difference between, you know, deer and moose and a coyote or a fisher or a bear. They keep everything away from the homestead. We've talked to neighbors, and they have problems with raccoons, with possum, skunk, fishers, bear. We have none of those issues. We don't have any animals, wildlife coming within the yard area, and we attribute that completely to our dogs. The other thing is that if we're not here and the dogs are home, if somebody comes up our driveway or comes up the road, the dogs go ape shit, and anybody who comes back here knows that the dogs are here. So it's not going to prevent somebody who is determined to come in here and steal stuff. But what it will do is it will let them know that the dogs are here. The more that we keep our dogs out when people drive up and the dogs do what they just did, and that is run to the gate, it lets people know that our dogs are always, you know, out and about. We don't keep them chained up or anything like that. We did invest time, energy, and funds into putting up a gate and a fence line, specifically so that the dogs wouldn't run out to greet anybody. We don't want that. We just want them to protect our homestead, and that's what they do. And here comes Matcha now. Matcha has been a great addition. We got her last year. She has been a great addition to our pack. She has a hell of a nose on her and a hell of ears on her too. She has become kind of the alarm. She'll sense something and she'll let the other dogs know that something's going on, and then they do their thing. So awesome. All right, well, now that is over, let's go ahead and get up here. And what I was going to tell you was how I'm doing this. So I found that the easiest way to do this for me, and it may not be the best way, but it certainly is the easiest, is from down here I put the boards up. I'll nail what I can reach, which is this line, that line, and then obviously the bottom plate. And then what I'll do is I'll go up there and I'll get all of the top plate attached then. So it just seems to be easier for me to do. And I am checking the level on every other board or so, and we are perfectly leveled. So that seems to be working for me. So everything looks good so far. All right, so now that we've got the one side wall, we're going to start doing the back wall. All right, folks, so it is the next day, but check this out. All of the walls are up. They're not completely done, but they're all up. It is pretty awesome. Standing in here, I can feel it. I can really get the sense of what this building is going to feel like once it's all put together, and I could not be happier. Now, unfortunately, it did take all day yesterday to finish this. Mr. Whitco, you are destroying my ground. That's my floor. What are you doing to my floor? Anyway, so today the plan is I have to build a catwalk from this point to this point so that I can work up there. I got to get the ridgepole up there, and I got to get the roof on. The only way I see that being viable, because these walls are 10 feet, is by building basically a catwalk across. Now, I had planned on building a second story to this. Basically you know, 2x6s all the way across spanning this way, but I don't have enough right now. I do have enough to build it this way so that at least I have a platform I can stand on. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Well, folks, I'm done. I've built my catwalk. The only thing I have to do now is get up on it. I still have to screw the deck in. All right, you guys ready to see it? Don't hate on me, right? By the time this video comes out, this will already be done. And so, you know, I don't need suggestions because I don't ever plan on doing this again. If you're seeing this video, it worked. Sketchy as it might be, remember, I have no carpentry skills. None whatsoever. But we made it work. Let's check it out. And here is our scaffolding. We've got two 4x4 for support. One there, one there. We have three 20-foot tied together 2x6s. And then I've got a whole smorgasbord of boards up there and scrap wood for my decking. So I don't have a lot. I think that's gonna work. Now I've already hung from this, so I know that it's gonna support my weight. It's just whether or not I can get over the fear of it, of being up there. But I have my ladder in place, so we're gonna try to get up there and see what happens. All right, let's go up there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, for you folks who are watching this who don't know, I am terrified of heights. And this is only 10 feet up. But, oh, yeah. Holy smokes. It is pretty awesome, though. Not gonna lie. There's my working deck. Say hi, Jen.
Hi.
She's my safety team, so...
I'm on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Yeah. If anything happens to me, she's here to go get some help. Okay. This is pretty strong, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Oh my God. You know, 20 years ago, this would not have been an issue. This would be a piece of cake 20 years ago. But the older I've gotten, the worse I feel about these damn... Hell, I can't even get off the goddamn ladder. Okay, there we go. Holy Jesus. Holy Mary. I made it. Oh my gosh, I'm up. This is huge for me. I don't like this. I don't like this. But the view is awesome. That's pretty badass. Okay, so now that I made it up here, that was step one. Now I've got to screw all these boards in, which means I've got to go across it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It does feel pretty stable though. I mean, it does feel pretty stable, so that's good. Okay. The ground, Jen says the ground feels safer, and she's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this done. I don't want to be up here any more than I have to. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and screw the rest of this deck in. I got the one side, I got this side, but now I gotta get the far side. So just gonna crawl across and get the screws in. All right, so we are standing. I just finished putting all the screws in, and I decided to go ahead and try and stand, and I am now standing. There's lots of creaks. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but yeah. You know, once the ridgepole is up here, this is how high it'll be, so I'll be able to work with my rafters right here. And having the ridgepole up here, I think, is going to make me feel better too. Give me a little sense of security. But yeah, check out the view. Not too shabby. Definitely a different perspective from way up here. And definitely not someplace I want to be a lot of. So that said, I'm getting down.